Mostly birds at that time, they start to nesting starts, all the flowers, everything. So you'll find the spring season is very, very beautiful. The scenery, it's not like summer. In summer, the season is very dry, no water anywhere. Flowers and plants are all get faded down. It all looks barren. And in rainy season, you cannot go out of the house. It's full of rain only everywhere, water. Yes. So, and winter season is another type of season where it becomes very cold. But spring is something, the climate also is very good, moderate climate, not very hot, not very cold. And all the flowers, that is the season where all the flowers start to bloom. So here we are going to say, how do we know that, how do we know that spring is coming? Yes. How do I know that spring is here? Now, who's this I now? Who's I? How do I know means you, me, everybody. Yes. The poet mentions it in such a way that how do I know means the poet meant himself, but when we read it, it will be for ourselves. Okay. How do I know that spring is here? Because the world is full of cheer. World is full of cheer means all are happy. In summer season, will you be happy going out at 12 o'clock in the afternoon? Will you be happy going in the hot sun? Direct sun, 35, 40 degrees will be there. So here, the whole world is full of cheer. Cheer means happiness. Happiness for what reason? For what reason? The crocuses and daffodils peep out from all the windowsills. Now, flowers, crocuses and daffodils are flowers. They peep out from the windowsills. Normally, in most of the houses, I mean, not in villages, but if you go to cities and towns where the people live in big houses, bungalows, and apartments, the windowsill where there's a parapet, then you close the window, there's a parapet, no, outside, facing outside. On that, they keep these flower plants there, flower pots, and the windowsill, when the flowers start to bloom, they look very beautiful. So they start here, the crocuses and daffodils peep out from all the windowsills. Are they really peeping out? Meaning is they are starting to bloom and they're looking through out of the window. Okay. The grass is getting soft and green. Now you know the the green grass is getting soft and fully green, completely green. Looks beautiful. The garden makes a pretty scene. In all of your houses and everywhere, you all have small gardens, big gardens. So all the gardens will start to look very beautiful and it makes a beautiful scenery. Okay. Forsythia bushes all unfold and show their bloom of fairy gold. Forsythia is a type of bush. They start to open up and you'll find some gold. It's not really gold. In the sun, it will look like as though it's gold. It's a little brownish color. And it starts to unfold and blossoms of fairy gold. Small flowers you will get of yellowish color. Okay. Then the tulips of my garden wall. Tulips is another type of flowers. I think you all have seen tulips, so you can go on Google and search tulips. Of my garden wall are getting beautiful and tall. Normally, tulips have one stalk with a flower. It has just one stalk with a flower. The flower will be pink, yellow, all kind of colors are there. But it looks very beautiful. It looks like a bulb. It looks round and it will open up little. Okay, going tall. The birds are coming back to stay. Birds are coming back to stay means that springtime is the nesting time for them. Springtime for birds, this is the nesting time. They start to lay eggs and brood. So they're coming back to stay. So when the birds come back to stay, they live on trees and they start to sing. That is the meaning. Come back to stay and serenade to us every day. Serenade means sing to us. You see in the garden, you will find birds making different types of sounds, singing. All voices will be there. Birds will be available. The flowers will be blooming. The scenery, the green grass, everything. So the world is full of cheer. The world is full of joy and cheer. That is how I know spring is here. When I see the world full of joy and cheer in all these kind of natural beauty, these are all natural, it's not artificial. Birds singing, birds staying, green grass, soft grass, then the plants, the flowers, all this is coming under the natural beauty. So we know that spring is here. Now, how many seasons are there in a year? Which is the king of all seasons? Perhaps it's spring. Don't you agree? Spring is the best season of the year. The nature looks beautiful during the season. In this poem, the poet describes how the arrival of spring brings the world happy and becomes cheerful. Okay. Now, Shivam Mandal, read out the poem now once again. Shivam, loud, read the poem. Read. Yeah. Cheer, full of cheer. The crocuses, daffodils, peep out from all the window sills, getting soft and green. Hmm. The garden makes makes the pretty scene. Hmm. Forsythia bushes, come on, forsythia bushes all unfold. Hmm. Pure blooms of fairy gold. Hmm. Okay, the tulips, wait, tulips of my garden wall. Hmm. Celebrate, celebrate every day. Hmm. The word of joy and cheer. Hmm. No spring is here. Okay, now listen. Come back to the. I've already listen to me. I've already sent you the question answers and notes for this. Okay, I have not taught you. Okay, now listen. Go to the exercises one. In this poem, the poet sings the glory of. They're given the options: A, the freedom fighters; B, the philosophers; C, the scientists; D, nature. So which is correct here? Nature. So nature, you will tick it in a pencil, put a pencil mark, nature. Okay. Next, what are the things that indicate the arrival of spring? What are the things? What are the things that indicate the arrival of spring? It is all in the poem. What are the things? Point number one, the crocuses and daffodils peep out from the window sills. Number one. Number two, the grass is getting soft and green. Number three, forsythia bushes all unfold. Number four, the tulips of my garden wall are getting beautiful and tall. Number five, the birds are coming back to stay. So how many are there? One, two, three, four, five. So these 5 points you have to write here. What are the things that indicate the arrival of spring? You have to write those 5 points. Okay. Next, the tulips of my dash wall are getting beautiful and tall. Which word you'll put here? Tulips of the garden wall. In that fill in the blanks, you'll have to put garden. Okay. Say whether the following statements are true or false. Spring is the best season of the year. True or false? True. Very good. During spring, the grass in the garden becomes soft and green. True or false? True. True. Many flowers wither in spring. Wither means dry, die. Many flowers wither in spring. True or false? False. False. The bird sings sweetly in the spring. True. Yeah. The world looks beautiful during spring. True. Okay, good. Now the fifth question. How does the garden look on the arrival of spring? It is here. Here it is here. The garden makes a pretty scene. The garden, the garden makes a pretty scene. But how? Okay, that is 10. Listen to me, Rohit. You are come. Listen to me, Rohit Pan. See, poetic. Rohit, listening to me, all of you. Okay, listen. The poetic form is different. The poet writes, the garden makes a pretty scene. But when you write your answer, you have to write it in the answer form. How will you write? The garden, the garden starts to look very beautiful. That will be the answer. What will be the answer here? How does the garden look on the arrival of spring? The garden looks very beautiful on the arrival of spring. That will be the answer. Okay. Next, the world is full of dash and cheer. The world is full of joy, joy and cheer. Very good. Very good. How do I know that spring is here? Because now here you have to write why. How do I know that spring is here? You have to write those points. Those 5 points. The same answers repeated here, the same question. What are the indicate things that indicate the arrival of spring? Listen to me. Question number 2 and question number 7 is the same. So here it is only in the fill in the blank form. So you will write those 5 points in the fill in the blanks. Okay. One. What will you write? One. What will you write? The first one. The world is full of. How do I know that spring is here? First point. The crocuses and daffodils peep out from the windowsills. Number 2, the grass is getting soft and green. Number 3, the garden makes a pretty scene. Number 4, Forsythia bushes all unfold. Number 5, the tulips of my garden wall are getting beautiful and tall. Number 6, the birds are coming back to stay and sing for us. So these points you must fill in the blanks here. Okay. Now next question, number 8. The grass is getting soft and the garden makes a pretty scene. Forsythia bushes all unfold and show their blooms of fairy gold. Now here explain the above sentences in your own words. Now what will you write here? The grass is getting soft and green. You have to write it in, now it is in poetic form. Normally in your, as you go to higher classes, the question, they will ask you one stanza from the poem, one extract that is called. That extract will be given and some questions will be asked. Now, what is soft and green? What is getting soft and green? First question here, you can make your own questions. What is getting soft and green? The grass is getting soft and green during spring season. Number 2, how does the garden how does the garden look during spring season? Second question, the garden looks very beautiful during spring season. Then, what happens to the forsythia bushes? The forsythia bushes all unfold and show their blooms. Blooms means flowers of fairy gold. Okay. Now, this point you can write on your own. Yeah. Now, next question number 9. The tulips of my garden wall are getting beautiful and tall. Find the adjectives line. Now, which are the adjectives here? Which are the adjectives? Our lines are also right here, opposites. Now, here, the tulips of my garden wall are getting beautiful and tall. Which are the adjectives? Beautiful and tall. Beautiful adjective? Yes. Now, what are the opposite of beautiful? Opposite of beautiful. Ugly? Yes, ugly. And opposite of tall? Short. Here, here, what you have to do? You have to write question. The tulips of my garden wall are getting beautiful. You know. Here, find the adjectives. Then you write down adjectives. You put beautiful and tall. Then write the opposites, antonyms. Then beautiful, opposite of beautiful, ugly, opposite of tall, short. Here. Now number 10. Pretty. Make a meaningful sentence. Use the above word. Can you make a sentence with pretty? Can you make a sentence of your own using the word pretty, the adjective? I have a pretty doll. Very, very good. I have a pretty doll. So that there in that sentence you will underline the word pretty. You will get your full marks. And generate is every day. What is the meaning of generate for whom? What is the meaning of generate? I told you. Sing. Birds come home to stay and generate is all day. Meaning is birds start to sing. Who are they singing for? Who are the birds singing for? For the people, for us. Suppose now they are, yeah, the birds are coming and singing in your garden. Are they singing for others? They are singing for the people living there in those premises. Okay? Can you do that? Can you do that? Now follow up the activity. Now activity A. List the name of season. Listen to me. That is over. Up to 11 you will do on your own. Okay? Then follow up activity. Then A. List the names of season. What are the seasons you said? Summer season, rainy season, winter season, autumn season, and spring season. Okay? Ah, yes? Okay. And which season do you like most? Then you write there. You write, I like winter season very much, or I like spring season very much. You have to write your own. Okay? Then discuss with your friends and describe the season in a few sentences. Whichever season you like, suppose you like spring, or suppose you like rainy season, or suppose you like summer, or suppose you like winter, you have to write why. Why I like that. Okay. Now B. Collect the petals of some seasonal flowers and paste them in your scrapbook and describe each petal. Now what you do here, you all have gardens, no? At home? You all have gardens? You can take a rose petal. You know what is a petal? You know, you have seen a rose. The rose is made up of many petals. No, many petals are there. It is not one piece. The rose or any flower doesn't look one piece. So the flower that overlap and overlap to make a flower, those are called petals. Now you take a rose petal, stick it in your book with sellotape, and write the rose petal. Okay. Then you take a whatever hibiscus. Then you take any kind of flower. You take the petal, stick it in your scrapbook, in your English prose copy, and put and write the heading there, whatever flower it is, hibiscus or sunflower or rose or bluebell or whatever. Can you do that? Can you do? And one. Second is one more activity is there. One more activity. One more activity. You will write the short summary of this poem coming up. Can you? Short, a short summary. No, it should not be in the poem, should not be in a poetic form. Just you will write a short summary in about say 50 words and about those one of your activities. So in your grammar copy, in your grammar prose copy, I'm sorry, in your prose copy, section number one, the coming of spring, section number one, the coming of spring, put today's date, yes, then write this what is on top here. So you will write and copy that poem fully here. Yes, copy the poem fully here. Then write the meanings here. Meanings are at the bottom. All these red words, the meaning here. All these words are given. Then here, learn and appreciate the poem. All these questions up to 11. Okay. Then follow-up activity, this one. And the last activity which you have to do, you will write a short paragraph of around 50 to 60 words about this poem in your own words. In your own words about the coming of spring. Can you all do that? Can you all do that? Okay. Then I will get back to you in your next class. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.